Welcome to part 2 of the Cereal2D framework. If you saw my previous video, you can relax knowing that this video won't be much about programming, but more about the features that I have added to my engine. First off, right after I uploaded the previous video, I began working on something called the Entity Component System. An entity component system consists of three parts: the entity, the component, and the system. How imaginative, don't you think? The entity is any object in the game. Every object will have a position, a rotation, and a scale to define where it should show up and how it should show up on the screen, as well as an array of components which use add and get component functions to do that. The components are the features of the game objects, meaning that they extend the game objects in different ways. The system is what ties these two together. Its purpose is to initialize, update, and draw the game objects, and it does so by looping through an array of game objects, and in every game object it loops through the array of components and calls the init, update, and render function. This was the theoretical bit which I was able to make thanks to this video from Let's Make Games. Next up is the tangible stuff, finally. Alright, so how am I going to make a game? Well, it's simple. All the game objects I'm going to declare right over here. And I already made a typing mistake. OBJECT. So let's call this one GO and GameObject test. And then I go to the game manager.cpp, and in start I should first add these entities to the entity component system, like this and like this. Yeah. So let's start with the sprite component. Let's say I want to show an image on the screen, and my image is the work, serial engine, debug, assets, images. Yeah. Let's say I want to show player.png. So what I'm going to do is go.addComponent sprite, and in the brackets I'm going to write player.png. Let me just set the position to the very center of this screen so that you can see the whole thing. 384, and boom, there's a player on the screen. You can't do anything to it because I didn't put that in it yet, but yeah, there's a player on the screen. Another thing you can do is change the sprite. So if I go to GameObject, get component sprite, so I got the sprite component and I asked it to set sprite, and I said suppose elaborate sprite joke.png, and I said to crop it to 330, 250 and 420. So 330 are the x and y coordinates, while 250 and 420 are the width and height. And boom, there's a sprite on the screen. Sorry. There's also a text component which I will show right now by adding the text component right here. And let's say I wanted to say that I am the greatest programmer in the world. Yay! And let me set its position to center top, so 51292. That sounds nice. There it is. I am the greatest programmer in the world. My game said so. Boom. Once again, you can also change the text by getting the component, and then you just say set text, and you set it to, let's say, please subscribe to me, I need it a lot. Thanks. Now the text is gonna say, please subscribe to me, I need it a lot, thanks. And there's a sprite on the screen. Next I'm gonna show you the box collider component, which is simply a rectangle around our image, because I don't know how to implement collision detection just yet. But let's say I add a box collider, I must also implement a width and a height, which is simply going to be the same as the image. And I also want to set its color so that it's kind of distinct, because the default color of the box collider is white. So I'm going to go to get component box collider, and I'm going to dot color, and the color is going to be purple. Let's make purple. 0 to 5 to 5, and that's a lot of, oh my god. Oh hey, it worked though. So as you can see, there's a purple box right outside the sprite. How nice. Let me just fix that error. And next up is the rigid body component. So I'm going to add the component rigid body, and this will basically make my game object experience gravity as of right now, and as well as I can use it to add force and mass to it. Let me just show you how it works. And whoa, look, oh my god, the sprite fell down. Oh no. Well, that's all the rigid body does right now, but you can also change the amount of gravity that it experiences by using gravity scales. Right now I have set it to 0.098, so let me just set it to 0.98, 10 times gravity, and let's just, oh my god, it fell down so fast. That was very fast. Lastly, I have the animation component. Now an animation is nothing more than just a series of sprites shown at regular intervals. So with that in mind, let me just show you how to implement one. First off, I give it the texture to pull from, and then I have to get the component and tell it to add frames. So I have to first give it the x and y coordinates of the starting position. So I'm going to give it 0, 0, the width and height of each image, which is 32, 32, and how many sprites there are horizontally, which is 2, and how many sprites there are vertically, which is again 2. Now when I play, nothing oh my god, oh right, he's in the corner, I forgot to set the position, sorry. And whoa, oh my god, look, he's running, whoa, wow, what an image to end the video on. Yay. Oh my god, please subscribe to me, I need subscribers right now.